What's going on? What's going on?
Yep.
It's another Monday night.
You better know it.
And you know what that means.
Discussions from the den.
Every
Monday
at
9 p.m.
And we're rocking right here with you. It's your boy Cam.
It's your boy Will.
And it's your girl, Lady T.
Listen, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to talk about life in the spotlight.
Whoa.
Ew. Plus, we got topics for you. We're going to talk Bill Cosby. Who else are we talking about tonight?
We're going to talk about a few people.
Was that you?
Starting early.
It's discussions from the den. We got all kinds of stuff for you. We're going to play culture tags. We got life in the spotlight. We're going to talk hot topics.
Yeah.
And but before we do that, we want to know where you guys are watching from. Rep your city.
Let us know where you at.
Now, what was that you were doing before?
When
Where you from?
I was editing videos from yesterday.
Lies.
I didn't have nothing to do with that.
You are a whole DJ over here.
On
Shout
the
out.
ones and two.
Hey, dropping bombs tonight. Shout out to Jocelyn Mumford is in the comments.
Yep.
Hey, Carly is watching. That's a Hope City member. Hope City Strong is watching from Philly, where I am from. Who else we got in here?
And my girl Sabrina Johnson.
Yeah.
Hey, what up?
Tim Wortham is watching from Wilmington, Delaware.
Yo, Tim Wortham just came out a new book too.
Hey, give it up, give it up, give it up
New
for
book.
him, give it up for him.
Hey Tim, drop your book in the comments. We want to shout you out.
Hey, Karen Mooring is in here. She is watching from Philly, another Hope City Strong. I see some KDT
I
in
see
here as
Mickey.
well.
That's
We
my
see
girl, my
DMV.
daughter
Come on.
DMV. I see
DMV.
Kendra. That's another one. That's one of my new babies,
Yeah.
DMV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Key. Yo, Lady Key, what's up, DMV?
Janika Upper Marlboro. Tina Duncan is watching. Mom English
That's
is
Mom
watching.
English, yeah.
Hey,
That's
hey,
my
hey,
baby.
we love you, Mom.
You know
We love
we
you.
love her.
She's been rocking with us since the beginning.
She
That's
rock
my
with
girl.
us.
That's my girl. I love Mother English.
Yeah,
That's my girl.
yeah. So it's been a eventful weekend. First of all, it's hot as Hades. I don't know where you're watching from, but here in Philly, it's been a scorcher.
98.
It's been a
Yes.
scorcher. It's been a
98.
scorcher. It's been a scorcher. Sabrina
Yeah.
DMV is in the house. EP Executive Pastor Stephanie Guy is in the comments. We got 23 of y'all, but guess what?
Yo,
We can
Steph.
do better than that. Come on. I feel like I'm raising an offering. Come on.
Let's
We're
go,
almost
yo.
at our
Come on,
goal.
come on,
We're
come
almost
on.
at
We're
our goal.
almost
Come
there.
on.
We
Come
just
on.
need
Come on.
two
They're
more.
coming
Listen,
in. They're coming in.
If every one of you give me $2 more, we'll
Yep.
be there.
Give us 2 more watches.
Just give me 2 more watches. We'll be right there.
Mhm. Why don't you, while the Spirit is moving, why don't you send it to your timeline right now? Let somebody know that you're giving. Come on, let them know that you sowed a seed tonight into discussions from the den. But all seriousness, guys, we want you to share tonight's show. Help us get this up, because here's the thing. We got a gift for you guys. We are in plans to do a live show with a live audience.
Yes, sir. It's coming real soon. It's coming real soon.
Yeah. Here we go. He said, come on, we're almost at our goal. Come on, we're almost there.
Let's
We're
go.
almost there.
Let's go.
Somebody's praying. Somebody's
Let's
praying.
go. Let's go. Tim Wortham is on here from Wilmington. He has a new book out called
Congrats,
Daddy Issues.
Hey.
And you can get it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Shout him
Come
out.
on now.
That's my boy Tim Wortham.
Yeah,
He
we
just
gotta
came
give
out
it
with a new
applause.
book.
Congratulations, brother.
Yep.
There we go.
New
There we
book,
go. Give
new
it up. Give it
book,
up.
new
Give it up.
book.
Give it
Go
up.
read.
Give it
Go
up.
read.
Is
Go
that
read.
Brooklyn Lizzie? Lizzie is watching from Brooklyn.
Let's
Where
go.
Brooklyn at?
I
Where
feel like
Brooklyn
everybody
at?
low key want to be from Brooklyn.
Yeah, kind of sort of. You feel like you got a little sauce to
Yeah,
you when you say,
Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Mikey Ford is sharing it. Thanks for
You're
sharing.
not from Brooklyn.
I feel like everybody want to be from Brooklyn at one point in time.
At some point. Sabrina Johnson said she shared. Yvonne Burrows is in the comments. We're up to 27. Y'all,
Yep,
come on,
let's
keep
do it, let's
keep
do
sharing
it,
that. Let
let's
somebody
do it.
know discussions from the den is on. So
Let's
listen,
do it. Let's do it.
we had a pretty eventful weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a
yeah,
I had
yeah,
a
yeah.
pretty good week. Come on, we can give you a little more. Go
Let's
ahead.
go. Hey, don't make me
She ain't a pastor, so she can go all the way in. Go ahead.
You know she's in the anyway. So
Here we go.
she'll probably start party walking in a minute.
Here we go. God,
Weekend Rewind is on
Shout out
tap.
to my soror.
We had a pretty good weekend, right?
Yo, really dope weekend.
Yeah.
So shout out to Lauren Riley.
Yeah.
She had an amazing live session.
She is right there, right there.
This weekend, and me and Pastor Cam were there.
We were there.
Some of KDT was there.
Yeah.
Executive Pastor Steph was there. Then my daughter Lateris. But it was an amazing show. And the crazy part is, I asked London how she enjoyed it, and she said, Daddy, she can really sing.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
if you can get London to pay attention in church, then
This
you
is
really,
true.
really got some. But Lauren
Done
Riley
did
is an
something.
amazing gift.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And shout out to our brother Chico Robinson. It was at his
Yes, sir.
amazing
Oh,
church.
yo, his facility is
Amazing.
bananas.
Amazing. We got to give it a round of applause for
Yeah,
him.
his facility is bananas.
Yeah,
Listen,
we
if
gotta
you're
go
looking to
out.
have something, hit up Pastor Chico Robinson Truth Church.
Yeah.
It's, I think 7970 State Road, I believe, in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
He has
State Road,
he
yep.
has a nice facility. Look him up, y'all.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what we did. What'd you do this weekend?
Y'all know what I did.
What you do? Brunch.
Of course, but I did it on a Saturday this time to make
Okay.
sure
Okay.
I was in the Lord's house virtually
Okay.
on Sunday.
So
but
we're getting better. So we're getting better.
We
with
getting better.
Saturday.
We getting better.
Balance.
Working on you.
Yeah, we did brunch on Saturday this week.
Okay.
Sunday I relaxed.
Okay.
And I had a sorority meeting, so I had to take care of business.
Okay.
What y'all getting? New jacket?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
What y'all getting? New boots?
Boots.
What y'all getting on the back shirt?
Lauren Riley's in the comments, bro.
Hey.
Lauren.
And just for that, Lauren, we're gonna throw up another picture of you real quick.
Lauren.
You did a
Hey.
phenomenal
Yeah, she
job.
Congratulations, sis.
Round of applause for Lauren Riley. Round of applause for Lauren
And
Riley.
you know what I love? You know what I love about Lauren? Lauren is a member of Kingdom Deliverance Tabernacle.
Certainly.
But Lauren sings out a lot because her, the world calls for her gift.
Yeah.
She has never not been in church and
Oh,
not
that's
let me
right.
know
Wow.
that she wasn't going to be there. And
That's what's up.
if I ever
Accountability.
need her
That's what it's about.
home, she's like, Pastor, if I need to be home, I'm home. So
Certainly.
I'm really, really proud of her.
Certainly, Lauren, you're doing big things, and so we definitely celebrate what you're doing tonight.
Yep.
And she premiered what will be her single
Now
that
listen,
night. Yeah.
That song right there
Beautiful.
is
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ballad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to once she releases that, we're going to have her on the show, and
Love it.
we're going to feature the single. Yeah. This is a place where we try to, every episode try to feature someone.
Yeah.
Tonight it's
Yep.
just us tonight because we're going to play a game called Culture Tags tonight.
Culture.
They don't know what to expect. I haven't even told them, so we're gonna play
I
that.
suck at games, so I'm not excited at all.
It's just about time for hot topics. She's not Wendy Williams, but she's Lady T with the T.
Hold up, the introduction was lit.
Hey.
Do it one more time. I
Hey.
feel like somebody.
It's hot topics. She's not Wendy Williams, but she's Lady T with the T. Give it up.
It's your girl, Lady T. You guys know I always come to you with the tea every week. What is the hot topic? What is the celebrity gossip that we got
We
for
need
you in your face?
We need
on
it.
your face, something
Yep.
to talk about, right? All right, well, let's start it off. Clarence Williams III dies at 81 years old. I don't know if you guys know him, but he is a celebrity. He is an actor. He died from colon cancer in the safety of his home. However, you may have seen him on different films like Hoodlum, Purple Rain, Sugar Hill, and The Butler. He recently passed today.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
the dad in
So
Purple
rest
Rain.
in
I remember
peace
that.
to
Wow.
him.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
He
Rest
was
in
off the
peace.
hook in Purple Rain.
we losing a lot of legends.
Yo,
man.
he slapped Prince in Purple Rain like you wouldn't believe.
Jesus.
No, I'm like he slapped him. Yo, he slapped Prince so hard he knocked him into the piano.
Let's reenact it. No.
Sheesh.
What was that?
Oh man.
Yeah, so rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I think
to
I'm
him.
gonna go home and watch Hoodlum tonight, just in his memory. Boy.
I'm gonna go watch Purple Rain. I see him slap Prince again.
What else you got for us, Lady T?
All right, so
Oh,
you know.
Tales from the Hood. That's right. He was in Tales from the Hood. Jeffrey said he was in Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
What?
That's right. Yes, he was. Yes, he
That's
was.
funny.
He was like the main, kind of guy.
Yeah.
Thing. Yep.
So you guys know that our topic tonight is talking about surviving the spotlight. So I had to find some things that really connect to this. So here we go.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. was accused of raping a woman
gets no
in a
music for this.
Manhattan hotel
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
in 2013.
Yeah.
But he's recently, there was recently being filed a lawsuit towards him this past Tuesday. And get this, the prosecutor also mentioned that there were 30 women who have also come forward about groping accusations as well.
Wow.
There is literally, and I think we have it, there's literally a full surveillance footage that has been going
I want to see
around
if I can share it.
that
'cause
shows that
Yeah.
he's kind of been getting caught in the act of groping women without consent. Do we have that video?
I don't know if we have it in here, but what we can do is we can share it on our Facebook page.
Boom. So that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll share the link.
Y'all know I like to get action.
Boys
stuff,
out
try
of
to get y'all
pocket.
look.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that when he did it, he wasn't even like, when he groped the girl, he wasn't even like, she basically was like, stop, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't even like, sorry. He was like, oh, well, that's no fun. Like, that's literally what he
What?
said to her.
Who
Like,
says that?
What?
bruh, he's bugging.
So yeah, so he's looking at a lawsuit right now.
Where was he at when he did it?
He was in a club or something.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Well, the rate that he's being the lawsuit is coming from came from Manhattan,
See,
New York.
see,
Yep.
they know where to do that stuff. At.
They said he was accused of raping her in a Manhattan hotel.
If he'd have tried
Back
that
in
down in
2013.
Baltimore at Kingdom Deliverance Tabernacle,
Okay,
they'd have knocked him down the steps.
right.
They'd have knocked him
Right.
right down the steps. They know where to do that stuff at.
But you know what? I'm trying to figure out. It was such a large span of time. That was 2013 that happened.
Yeah. Well,
And
you know,
the
I think
crazy.
lawsuit was
sometimes
filed
It's crazy.
last week.
I think sometimes we talked about it last week. Yeah. I think many are being emboldened to speak now because there's been more of a platform to do.
Yeah.
You know, in 2013, there was no Me Too. There wasn't any of that.
Yeah.
So, wow. What else you got for us?
So there was some updates about our big uncle Bill Cosby. He was late. He was denied bail because he refused to take the sex offenders classes because he felt like in taking them, it was pretty much saying that he was guilty for what he was charged for. Yeah, so he refused to take the classes, so they denied him bail.
Hey, he said, "Y'all not putting that on me."
Can we
I still have mixed feelings about all of that. I don't know how to feel.
But can we just take a moment to get into this picture, though?
Where's the? First of all, where's that picture from?
He's looking like sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes.
No, that actually looked like the face Prince had when his dad slapped him in that movie. What's the matter in this house? Yo, I can't get over
Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill. What's wrong with
we love you, Uncle Bill.
What else you got for us?
All right, so you guys know I love to end with our Did You Know facts. So it is found that the average death of celebrities overall is at the age of 58 compared to the average age of 72 to other Americans. Also, the other celebrities are also known to be 4 times more likely to commit suicide than the average American.
Wow.
Right? And some of the things that they usually struggle with when it comes to kind of surviving the spotlight. We're talking about loss of privacy, loss of sense of self, loss of challenges, even imposter syndrome. And then one of the things that I also found really curious and even interesting was the quest of media spotlight immortality.
That wasn't me.
Oh, I thought you quickened. All right, go ahead.
Quest for media spotlight immortality. So it's almost like this urge, this addiction to the spotlight. And when they feel like they're not in it, they're looking for any opportunity to do it, which kind of speaks to all of these different things happening. So,
right.
You know?
As only Lady T can do it. She is Lady T with the... Oh, man, no, it's supposed to be class. Okay, here we go. I'm getting better, though. I'm getting better. Lady T always got the hot topics for you. Yep. Lady T, drop your social media real quick so they can follow you.
Yes. So you guys can find me on Instagram at t.r.seddon. That is SEDDN, or simply Tara Seddon on Facebook. Follow me, get to know me, connect.
Yeah. If you just dropped in, it is Discussions from the Den. We are here every
Monday
at 9 p.m.
And you still got time. I'm sorry, messing up your screen there. We still got time for you to share it. So put it on your timeline. We got 31 of you rocking with us on Facebook and YouTube.
Let's go.
Let's do a little bit of shoe cam. We didn't do it last week, bro. But what you got?
This week I had to drop a classic.
Hey.
Jordan 9.
Hey.
Classic. All black. Classic. Put it up there. The same.
Move it over.
Here we go.
Might want to go get it.
There we go.
Right there. Right there. You move it over this way. Can you see that?
A little bit more.
That's beautiful.
Powerful.
Right there. You see that right there? Let me put this up here. Y'all see that?
Powerful.
My God, today. You see that? All right, that's enough. See y'all next week.
Shoe cam and shout out. I'm rocking a fedora again tonight because I wore it this weekend.
I love it.
I've gotten a lot of requests for it. And what many don't know is I'm getting ready to open up a store.
Can't wait to get
What kind of store?
Hey, it's going to be accessories.
I need Scully's in there.
We'll have some Scullies in there.
Yep.
We know you like to wear robes, so we'll have a section for cast out.
You're trying it.
We'll have a clergy.
I actually wore one yesterday.
You did. You were powerful. You were a preacher. You were definitely a bishop. Not only was he a bishop yesterday, but he was a bishop at Lauren's concert. He was sitting on the front row like a proud bishop, spiritual father.
Because I was proud. So Cam, let me ask you a question.
Nope.
I swear we get down a t-shirt. So let me ask you a question.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna play a game tonight. It is called Culture Tags. But before we do that, we gotta give it up for the amazing, the phenomenal Shereen Tate is in the house tonight. Give it up for Tate Digital Media.
Yeah, Tate.
She is one of our assistant producers. Tate, come on. Oh, she got headphones on and stuff. But
she working,
come on, we're gonna
today,
give you some shot. Come on. Keep the headphones on. You look official with them on.
Come over here.
She look real
Tate Digital Media is in the house. Say what's up.
Hey.
She runs everything in the background for us. She has a website that's getting ready to launch soon. And not only has she done images for me, all the images you see of me, she just did some for Pastor Craig.
And she's definitely worked with me.
She's amazing. Right.
She's amazing.
So we use her, you guys. So we're going to make sure that we get her information. If you need a photographer, videographer, creative director, make sure you hit up Tate Digital Media. All right. So we're going to play Culture Tags. 34 of you are rocking with us tonight, and you still have time to share it. So this game, this is how this works. There are phrases within the African-American culture that we all know, whether you're a child, whether you went to the cookout, the family reunion,
like period,
church. Yeah, pretty much. So we want you guys to play along now. I'm going to get the answers from them, but we're going to give them a minute to figure it out, and I'm going to give you some context clues.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right, let's do it.
All right, y'all ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so this is the first one. Let's see which one I want to do. Okay, let's do this one. So before you guys answer, bro and Lady T, let's see if anyone in the comments gets it, and then we'll go.
I know somebody from KDT know all this.
So this first one, this is something that when you text somebody who's late, they say to you. You're like, yo, where you at?
Oh, I got it. I know it.
Okay. Let's see if anybody, because it's a little delayed on Facebook. So let's see if anybody got it.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is.
Yvonne. I think they can hear us.
I'll be there in 5
minutes.
That's it. There I'll be there in 5 minutes. That was good.
Kendra, what I tell you? I told you somebody from KDT.
Yvonne,
I knew it. I knew somebody. There's Sabrina.
Yep. Okay. We got a few more. Let me see. Okay. This is something your mama says when you've gotten in trouble.
Oh, that's a great one. I know that one.
This is something your mama says when
I got in trouble a lot, so I know what that one means.
I think you got it, Lady T?
I know that one. Come on, T. You know that.
Mama is mad.
She is not playing.
This the first. Yeah, she is not playing.
Okay,
it is her direct orders.
I got it.
Go get the belt.
Go get my belt.
Congratulations. You win.
Jeffrey, Jocelyn, Tasha got it. Jocelyn got it.
Yeah, I know that one.
Janika,
I know that one. I know that one all too well.
Go get my belt. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I know that
good one. Good one.
Here we go. Here's another one. Who else got it? Yeah, Tina Duncan got it. Dolores, Stephanie got it. Yvonne got it. Yes, not a branch. Jesus Christ. Not a switch.
Wait a minute. This escalated real quick.
Oh my goodness.
My God. All right. Let's do another one. Okay. This is something when you go to the family reunion and you got that uncle who's just like cat daddy and you haven't seen him in a long time. This is what he says to you.
Okay, Steph.
Y'all. I can't say what I really want to say on tonight's show, but y'all black for real.
He said, "Y'all some niggers."
Oh God,
girl, you look just like. He's like this. Girl, you look just like your mama. Girl, look at you. Got hips just like your mama. I'm like, what the devil?
So
come on, give Uncle a hug. Give Uncle Leroy a hug.
Can't do another one.
Come on over here, girl, looking like your mama. You know I'm supposed to be your daddy. Y'all know.
My goodness.
But you know what? I love our culture. I love our culture.
I love our culture. This is true.
All right, want to do one more?
One more.
And I put this one here, but I got to remember what it was.
Wait a minute. You're not going to put it up and then not remember what it is.
How are you going to put it up? How are we supposed to get a contact?
I can't remember. It's in my phone, but we're using my phone.
Supposed to get the context.
I got one that's in tongues, but you have to have the prophetic spirit to
okay. All right.
Culture tags. We're gonna start doing those on Monday nights. We're gonna make sure that we do that for y'all. We're gonna do that for y'all. So did y'all enjoy that?
That was dope.
All right. Did y'all enjoy that? In the comments, let us know. And if you got something you want to send to us, you can reach out to us. Make sure you're following Discussions from the Den on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Stephanie guy said, "Are you kidding me?" Y'all know I'm talking right though. I'm talking the truth.
Out of his mind.
Say?
Out of his mind.
Yeah. Come on.
It's the voice. Oh, so creepy.
That's the one you got to watch.
So we're talking tonight.
Yeah.
Life in the Spotlight.
Yep.
Life in the Spotlight. Sabrina said that was good. Jeff said that was good. Candy said that was good. If I remember the other one, y'all will do it before. So I'm going to pray about it, see if the Spirit gives it to me. All right. So Life in the Spotlight, bro, lead us in.
Yeah. So listen, tonight we want to talk about the spotlight. And if you notice, we're here to have fun. We enjoy it. But, this is really a serious topic. Yep. And I think this is the discussion that we want to have because the things that he presents is a lot of stars, right? That's in the spotlight. So, it was the 1 week with the depression, the 1 week with the star that was raped but didn't say anything for, 18 years or something like that. And now even, when we look at the Bill Cosby situation, a lot of us, we laugh and poke fun at his picture, but like he was an icon.
Yeah.
Like, all of us know about the Cosby
Absolutely.
Show, right? Everybody, wanted their family to be like the Cosby Show.
Right.
And I guess my biggest thing is like, when we look at the spotlight, a lot of times, we learn from our culture to strive to do your best, which is the thing to do.
Right.
But I think sometimes we don't really realize what comes with the spotlight, and so T, I know like you're very successful and in building your own brand and Cam, you're, a global leader now, as well as a senior pastor here in the States. Like how do you guys manage the spotlight, because both of you have been extremely successful, right?
You as well. Let's not.
I'm just saying, but
I'm
I'm leading because I think this is a topic that we push people to be the best, but we don't talk about how you remain there, right? And so they get to the spotlight and then they end up falling. Even if we look in the church, right? We look at a lot of the things that we see on social media is, prominent church leaders that are in high regard, quote unquote spotlight. Yeah. But the character and integrity doesn't match. So like when we talk about like where do you think the character and integrity starts to falter?
Well, I think personally, and let me say this because I want to make it personal for those of you that are watching, is when we talk about living in the spotlight, even for those of you, whether you are in ministry, whether you're the owner of your own business, whatever it is that you do, the spotlight is just not regulated to someone who is on BET or Bravo. Right. There are individuals who, even as pastors, our life, under the spotlight, whatever that spotlight is of people watching. So we want you guys to chime in, and I want to ask a question while I'm responding to the question. And the question for you all tonight is, why do you think celebrities and public figures fall, right? Why is it that when celebrities or public figures are found in something, it becomes so massive? We want you guys to chime in on that. I would say that I think integrity is something, and this is just my opinion. I think that integrity is something that is not learned. It has to be embedded in you.
That's good.
Talk more about that.
And so morals, values, those are things that are separate from your gift, your talent, your calling, your assignment. And a lot of times we are trained on how to cultivate that, but not how to be integral, right? So for example, and this is no slight to anybody, but we find a lot of times that and I'll put myself in that, well, no, I don't have that character, but we find a lot of times when people have a gift or a talent, they're often slacking in things that are integral, just like being on time, right? Or responding, right? Or just walking with professionalism. So I think that integrity is something that we have to focus more on, because for me, I would rather work with somebody who was integral but had subpar skill than somebody who is extremely skilled but has very little integrity.
And I agree. And I think you said something so small as like on time, right? So I have a dean at the school that I'm at, and she's always on time. Like, I mean, beyond on time. And I said to her, like, where did that come from? And I'll never forget. She said, early is on time is late is unacceptable, right? And so her mindset is like, in order for me to remain integral in what I need to do, I have to be present. I always have to be early. Yeah. Because if I'm just on time, then I run the risk of being late. Right. And so I think, like you said, something as small as like being on time is something that is like really negated when you look, especially when it comes to the spotlight.
But that is, and then I want you to chime in too. I feel like I'm always talking a lot, but I get excited.
I feel like it's me today though.
But here's the thing. And one thing, my church, Shireen is a part of my church, and others, they will tell you, bro, one thing I do not play with is time. Because that is a habit you can't break. And nothing makes me worse than I feel like when somebody, like for instance, Stephanie was in the car with me going to Lawrence concert.
Yep.
I was like tripping because we were like 3 minutes late.
Right.
Yeah, that's
like if that's the time that you're saying you want people there and that's what you're doing, then I want to honor that because I want to respect the fact that we were even invited. Sure. I'm not the type of person, and we know some people like that, but I'm not going to talk about them tonight. Who intentionally want to be late.
What are you talking about?
Or nope.
That was good. That was good. That was real good.
I'll let him walk right into that.
Was good.
But I think that that's important because when you're living under the spotlight, that spotlight isn't just on when you're on the stage.
No, right? I mean, okay, so Artavia just, and then T, I'm gonna pass it to you. Artavia just said, I think it happens because of the expectations people have for those who are.
Oh, why people fall? Yeah. You
know, but if you're in that level, there's a certain level of expectation that you should say, if I'm going to be in this, arena, if this is going to be the stage in which I'm present, there's a certain level of expectations that comes with that. And I believe that a lot of people fall because they don't surround themselves around the people that will hold them accountable.
That's so good. Before I say anything else,
I do believe that that's part of it too, right? But then also when we're looking at this celebrity mindset and just people who are in the state of celebrity, people hold them so high that they can't handle them at their lows, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of take and we strip their humanity
and
out of a lot of different things, where it's like they can only but do so much. And this is why we see people who like are committing suicide or like going psychotic crazy because people are not allowing them to be human. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody.
But at the same point, you have to allow yourself to be human, and you have to set that expectation with the people. Again, not to make it about
but what if they never knew how to navigate?
No, that's true. But that's what I'm saying. There has to be some type of place where, like some school for the spotlight. Where you can learn.
We got enough schools for stuff.
I'm not talking about the school.
We don't need no extra schools.
No, but mentorship,
learn how to be integral.
People who have been in the space that they're in, I think that is really key because you can even see, like we see a lot of movies about old groups who always fall short in the same places.
But you brought right to the point I was gonna go to. Do you think that even like, because sometimes like we all have people, right? Do you think that sometimes we're unfair with the expectations or grace that we give people that is on a high level?
I agree, but I don't agree because I just got passionate.
You did.
I felt the fire burn.
That thing jumped up real quick.
Got personal for a minute. I was about to get mad. Wait a minute. I think that
Jocelyn, that's good.
I want you to read her comment. I think that sometimes, yes, we can put too much expectation. Sure. But when you present a picture of yourself to me that you are at this level of integrity and you are at this level of
you
have no effect. Exactly. So I'm going to put you at the level that you said. That's why I always tell my church, I'm still working my life just like y'all.
Right.
Wait,
so
please don't put me up there.
I knew it was coming.
Yo, bro, I will tell them in a minute.
Yes,
don't you dare make me no God.
Yeah, please don't. But that's what happens. And then, for me, what really, really annoys me is when individuals who are in the spotlight fall, and it's almost as if there's not a level of humility with it, right? It's almost like, well, we all fall and God is on and the enemy. And it's like,
but then when the average person falls is like a condemning.
Exactly. And it's almost the poison of where, and I don't want to go scriptural, but where we talk about gifts and callings coming without repentance, it's like we give people a pass because of their talent or their gift. Yeah. But if John down the street or Nika down the street does the same thing, we rebuke her, cast her out. But it's like, but they're so talented, and we've seen it with even, I don't want to, name names and get disrespectful, but even with gospel singers who have cracked their spouses over the head with stools and chairs, and then the next week it's like, but meet me at Mount Sinai. It's like, no, you need a minute like to just chill. You real quiet on that.
I think that also comes with
you got real. I got nervous. You got real quiet.
There's a piece of that where it's like they hold themselves high, but we also do a level of work in that too. Like sometimes we start worshiping the person itself that we can't even see them beyond anything, especially when we're talking about Christendom and in the church. We be really worshiping these leaders.
Yeah.
And then soon as
Stephanie, you felt me on that. Yeah.
And then soon as we see their humanity, is like our whole ideal of who God is crumbles because we haven't taken the time to have a relationship with God
certainly.
for ourselves.
But I think you get more respect when you come to people real and don't try to present this so polished image as much. And I have no problem saying, because one thing about me, I know that even as a pastor, every day I have to like get myself, like check myself.
Absolutely.
And I have no problem. You know, some people say, "Oh, don't say that," but no, that because that's the type of people I want to lead. And I think when other people see that, there's not only a level of respect, you know, because let's be honest, there's a lot of people probably, even when I started pastor, like, why in the world is he a pastor? And I was okay with that because I know my journey. And I know what I have done, what I have been, and where I am now. And I'm comfortable with my truth in that I am preaching from a place where sometimes they'll tell you I'm pointing Shireen because she's behind the camera, but I'll cry doing my own sermon because it'll start ministering to me. And I'm like, thank you, Lord, for that moment of conviction. Thank you, Lord, for that moment of healing. And if we had more leaders like that in the spotlight, not just in church, but even in the world, then when they do fall, we would have more compassion. But when you fall, you also can't come from a place of hostility as if now it's an attack.
And I think Jocelyn says some fall because they get so high up in the ranks, they make themselves seem unapproachable. And so here's here's my next question. You made a great point. Why do you think, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Go for it.
I'm being serious with this one. Why do you think when leaders fall in a space that they do become so arrogant to where it's almost like, well, I'm human?
Because they've already built that perception.
Instead of taking a stance of like, you know, yes, I fell, I'm human, but it's almost like that I'm human comment is a way to avoid accountability, right? And so, you know, when it comes to, you know, normal people,
because then they want the grace extended that they wouldn't give to other people.
And there's an audience for everybody. And what I mean by that is when you look at incidences, is that a word? Yes. When that happens,
I was like,
when you look at moments when that happens, when you even read under the commentary, whether it's a blog or Facebook or a post, there are individuals who are saying, I'm praying for you, but there's also individuals who pump that type of thinking. Oh, don't worry about that. You don't have to explain nothing to people. We know. So it boosts that ego side of you that makes you feel
they negatively enable them.
And it becomes more of a defense than a teachable moment.
Yeah, and I think I struggle with that, especially for leaders in the spotlight, not necessarily for the mistake, but the ownership. I never am one to condemn for the mistake itself. It's the way in which they try to clean things up. And a lot of times when they start to try to clean things up, they start deflecting their behaviors onto other people or somebody else doing something. We could talk about a whole number of celebrity pastors who are doing that, right? So it's never usually the issue that got to the spotlight. It's usually how they're trying to clean it up. There's a lack of ownership. There's a lack of integrity to even name, like, this is what I did and this is what I'm going to do to fix it. It's usually some afterthought. And then it's some level of like, I'm human. So I'm going to take a step back and get to know Jesus and kumbaya, my Lord.
Certainly. And I mean, you know, just to lay some foundation, this conversation that we're even having. Oh my God, having.
Yes,
it's all right. You won't
having. It's okay.
That's all right.
You gonna press in on it though.
Having. You got it.
This conversation that we are having is not even from a place of judgment. Because let's be honest, Pastor, Bishop, just watching the show, we've all at some point in our life only been a screenshot away from exposure.
Listen, I'm just going to say it because I think this is a prime segue. I oftentimes share with people that the success that I have achieved is because there was a space and time in my life where I fell. And there was a Bishop Walker that taught me, and that's you know, the value of integrity and character, right? So you know what I mean. So for 4 years, like you know, people look at the success of 2 years of KDT, but let's be honest, right? That 2 years of success doesn't come without 4 years of preparation.
People don't see that
from bad decisions I made, right? So it's like for 4 years until you know, right? We sat in the same church. I sat for 4 years and I had one seat for 4 years.
Quiet.
And was taught by a man that had been where I've been and said, if you listen to me.
That's the preacher coming out.
You know what I mean? I did. That thing almost came up like yesterday.
I heard it. Go.
He said, if you it's the microphone. But he said to me, he said, son, out of faulty character comes integrity.
Wow.
And he taught me the valuable lesson, and he literally walked out my life. And when he left me, you know, when he sent me out in confidence, knowing you're not, I'm not worried about you having that kind of fall again. because you sat long enough to learn the lesson.
And the beauty in that is that when you allow yourself to process all of that and just do the work, people don't even talk about those things anymore.
But you have to also be willing to sit in it.
You have to be,
right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you allow yourself to really sit in it and do the work that it takes to redeem from where you've been, people won't even remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My Bible says it'll give you beauty for ashes.
I mean, my scripture said the same thing if you didn't tear it out.
And the oil of
if you didn't tear it out.
No, y'all really on the road today.
Not tear it out.
Tear it out.
Leave that in there. But no, it's the truth. I think we got a lot of great comments in here. You guys want to pull some out and read?
Let's pull some really quickly. Let me see who's in here.
You have to stay humble, is what Tina said.
Tina.
Yeah,
Let's go back up.
Let's see who else is in here.
Got so many comments coming in here. So many comments coming in here.
Thank you guys.
Candy's,
35. Let's keep sharing.
Yeah. Candy says that's the truth.
Oh, Jocelyn said, "Woo, the power of sitting down. Folks don't get sat down anymore, but that's another conversation." Yeah, that's not the night, Jocelyn. That's my cousin. I'm not doing
Man, don't make me go there.
We're not gonna touch.
Can we go there?
No.
But here's the thing I want to say too, and this is another.
That part.
Is it?
Want to sit down?
Oh God.
Yes.
I'm nervous.
Yikes.
I'm nervous.
I
You might have to
do.
mute you and get a deep breath first before.
Because what people are being set down, but everybody's not being set down. People, when we talk about when we had a conversation about this when we was in with our family, like there is this concept of ladder of sin.
Wow.
Whereas like we can hide and protect this person, but for this person, we got to sit you down.
Yep. But it also comes with how we view people from a place of gifting and talent versus a place of just equal integrity and standards.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that goes back to the idea of ladder of sin. Like one sin is over the other. No, sin is sin. So if we're talking about holding people accountable, we hold people accountable.
Certainly. But it's not even just right. It's not even just in sitting people down. It's the way that we judge people, period. Right. Yeah. There's some things that we see as sin that we harp on, but it's like, okay, but you not paying your tithe is just as much.
That's what I'm saying. We'll sit down the minister who came out as gay,
right?
But we won't sit down the minister who's cheating on his wife,
right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's and I think that's
make it make sense.
But I think that's a lot of the fracture that we see inside of not just organizations, but in churches, right?
Yeah,
and like if we're transparent, we know people that have gotten away with stuff that we didn't get away with, right? And a lot of it was because of gifting. A lot of it was because of a place they or spot they held inside of the church. And that was one of the things, and Cam, me and you talked about this. That was one of the things I pride myself on at KDT is one rule goes for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care what role you play. I don't care what your position is. If you're wrong, I'm not going to check you because I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to correct you because I want you to understand why this is incorrect.
And then give you the tools to.
I'm not blasting you in public. Right. I'm not trying to embed. Like I don't believe in that. But I do believe that there's a way to hold people accountable. But people have to be willing to be receptive to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Without making the excuse of, we all fall. Okay, yes, we know that, but we can't use that.
But some things are within your control.
Right.
But the fall is not the fall, and I think this is what we have to understand is that the fall is what it is.
Yep.
It's what you do when you fall in.
Yeah. Yep.
And the restoration and the conviction and the let me do better.
Yep.
Right. Like we can accept, and I've where's my mouth, Lord? I have been in situations where individuals connected to have fallen, right? And I remain connected.
Yeah.
Because we do all fall.
Yeah.
But when you don't take accountability for that,
that's different.
And you keep on falling.
That's not falling.
Then we got an issue.
That's practicing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's the issue when we're talking about sitting people down. This whole it's enablement.
Yeah.
And what you're telling the person that you're supposed to be leading is that this is okay.
Yep.
So outside of just sitting anybody down, you're not helping them to grow beyond where they are as their leader.
Certainly.
And that's the ultimate issue right there.
When we talk about living life in the spotlight, we want to ask you guys this question tonight as well is what do you do when you need a break from the spotlight?
What do you do?
Right? Because I think there's a lot of people who are functioning, but the pride of knowing that there's a lot going on within them. We talked about mental health and mental wellness last week.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people who don't recognize when they need a break. And so it begins to consume. You know, have you ever seen somebody like you can tell they're singing from a place
they
of
said
hurt?
they always in trouble.
Yeah.
Those my babies.
We got a lot of great comments. We got almost 40 of you in here.
I think
with us
that
tonight.
I think Cam, I think some of it has to do with the pressure again
Certainly.
of the stage. And so if I perform here and this is your expectation, then even when I'm broken, I need to perform because they are expecting me to do that, right? And not realizing, there's a moment where some falls could probably be avoided if you take a moment to take care of yourself.
So let's talk about this more personally.
Yep.
Like how do you navigate the spotlight and
Yeah.
the work that you do, and what do you do when you know, like, I need to take a step back?
So for me, it's all about connectivity. Like, I believe in the power of synergy, right? Who you're connected to has the ability to do two things. Either it's going to propel you where you need to be, or it's going to destroy you, right? Anytime you get a negative connection, I feel like this is Bible study. Anytime you get a negative connection,
y'all deep today.
you need to remove that thing, because that is the thing that's going to destroy you. However, you also need to be honest when you don't feel well, when you are emotionally drained, and when frustration sets in, right? So what I do is, listening to Cam, he said, I'm taking a break this month. And I'm like, the whole month? He like, yeah. I said, you like not preaching the whole month? He's like, no, I'm not doing anything.
I didn't even come.
And I said
to church.
I said, well, what are you doing? He said, I need a break. And it clicked in my mind. I'm like, I have a lot of amazing gifts.
Yeah.
I need to let these people do what God called them to do.
Absolutely.
Right. So a lot of times we try
yourself.
to, monopolize the stage without actually utilizing the tools that we need to keep the stage going. You know what I mean? And then what we do is we end up falling down instead of using the pieces around you to keep you going. So what I do is I put a schedule out. I say, listen, this week the stage belongs, and they'll tell you, I come right when church start. I don't even go in my office. I come right when church start. I sit down. When church is over, I go out the door, because this is my moment to be poured into, but also not overwork myself.
Right.
I like you probably don't even remember you said this. I don't know if we were on something for the Power Huddle or what we were doing, but you said that one of the mechanisms that you have is you listen to your body.
I was just about to say that again.
Yeah. I remember you saying that, and that actually, publicly I can say thank you, because that stuck with me. That was actually part of the reasons why I was able to take a break. And here's the thing about that as well, as about taking a break, is that a lot of times we don't, because our thought is, what are the people going to think? Right? That was never my thought process, because I understood that it was more important for me to make sure I was my best to them. Now, nothing happened. There was no particular thing. I wasn't like, oh, I got to sit down. I need a sabbatical. But I recognize that even proactively, even though nothing is wrong, you still need a moment of just self-awareness and analyzation. And I think we all need that in our life. Is you need a moment. I was talking to a friend today who was at that place of anxiety, had an anxiety attack just out of nowhere last night. And as we started talking about where it came from, it was all of these things that they had to perform in. Right. So they had to be at their top for their job, in their relationship, and so all these things we do, you're always on. But it's like at some point, every light got to go off for a minute, or that bulb is going to blow out completely. Right. So
I learned that early. Like, I learned that as a kid. Like, the drive of always going has always been a part of me, to the point, like, every year I will literally crash and be sick for like a solid 2 weeks.
Wow.
Even as a young kid. Like, so I had to recognize that, like, that was a thing where it's like, keep going until you can't go no more. And not even recognizing that this was a bad habit that I was cultivating. So being very conscious of, like, no, I just don't feel like it today. And it doesn't have to be a necessary reason. I just don't feel like it. So I'm not going to, and being okay with not doing it, and understanding that no is a complete sentence, even for yourself.
Certainly. And I love what Ken said in the comments. Yeah, you have to learn when to take a moment. Absolutely. I want to go back to what Jocelyn said in a moment too, and talk about that. It goes back to what we were talking about being sat down. But I want to add to what you said and your question in regards to what you do when you need a break. You also need a tribe of people around you who are good counsel. Right. So for me, I'm very intentional about keeping people around me who aren't just where I am, but have been where
Sure,
I'm going,
sure.
have lived, have experienced,
Sure.
that I can run things by, run checks and balances by, or just talk to, right? And that sometimes are a contrary. A lot of times we surround ourselves with people who agree and like everything we like, but you need some people who have a different perspective that can say, wait a minute, you need to check that, or you need a minute with that. So you definitely need a village of people around you. Jocelyn, because we just want to send you some love for being so transparent. One thing I love about our audience at Discussions from the Den is you all are very transparent and don't mind sharing with us. And this has become definitely our safe place. Jocelyn said, in my situation, I sat myself down before my leaders sat me down. And that's very big of you. But I knew folks in my church who did some jacked up stuff and weren't sat down. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a level of accountability.
That is a huge level.
And I think that's definitely something.
Self-awareness.
That is, self-aware. Yeah. I mean, I think that, I talk about self-evaluation a lot. And I think a lot of times we can avoid certain things if, I'm all about avoidance. Now you can't stop everything, right? There's just some lessons you're going to have to learn.
Certainly.
But I feel like there's a good portion of life that we can avoid if we just allow ourselves to be aware. And for me, I had to learn, if I can be honest, I had to learn how to not work so hard because I was an athlete, right? So as an athlete, you're taught you push through. When you're hurting, that's when you get the best out of, and all the stuff they tell you to motivate you, when you tired,
but
that's when
so
you
important to
digging deep.
have people to make sure that too, like I can it'll be times I call you on a Sunday night, like, did you eat?
Yeah.
And like stuff like that is important because sometimes you'll just in the urge to rest. You don't even recognize I haven't drunk any water today. I didn't eat today. So I'm so conscious about that with people that I'm connected to who I know are always on. It's like, are you resting? You might want to just sit down for the day. Did you eat? Not just how did church go, but did you eat today? And
especially as men, because I think we, sometimes have a tendency to just always want to be strong. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I could, exactly. Even at my church, like I struggled with that. They would be like, you know how Anna is. They'll be like, "It's a drink." I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." No one is well. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm tired. But just that always need to go. We're talking tonight. If you're just joining us, it is what comes with living in the spotlight, life in the spotlight, and we're talking it kind of really stretched out into a whole bunch of different topics. We want you guys to give your advice. I think a good thing to do tonight, because maybe your spotlight isn't a stage, maybe it's not a TV show, maybe it's not on the radio, but maybe your spotlight is that your kids are always watching you, or you're the go-to person for your family, or maybe at your job, you're a supervisor, or wherever that's your spotlight, right? You have to be on from the moment you leave. Whatever your spotlight is, we want to help each other as a village tonight, and we want you to drop in the comments, what do you do for yourself, right? So I was looking at, I was talking to a friend today, and they said they were reading an article, and it said every day you should at least take 2 hours to consume yourself in something separate of what you're responsible for, right? So watching a movie, reading a book. For me, I was doing it right before you came here. I take it almost every
coaching this, like that is a huge deal for me. So like finding things that literally just bring you joy, and finding those moments in every single day. Like I love going home and just being able to watch retro reality shows with not a care in the world, but it just brings me joy and it brings me calm.
Because you like the drama.
Shut up. And what I also recognize is that if I don't have that moment, and we talked about this last week, where it's like Mondays, coming back from a Monday is hard because I don't have that time to decompress when I go home, and I'm going straight to sleep. That I don't even rest, right? So finding opportunities that allow you to just have joy with whatever it is.
Sure.
And every single day. And it could be a small pocket of time, but that's really important.
And I feel it's important. I want to say that I feel led to say this for those of you, especially who are parents, because a lot of times there is a guilt that comes where it's like, I can't be off, right? But you know what? Every once in a while, you got to lock that bedroom door, turn up the red, and they'll be fine.
Like you're talking about the parents.
And teach children your boundaries.
That's what I'm getting to. You are still allowed to have time for you.
So I guess my question is, what do you do when your child don't know
'Cause
boundaries.
that
'Cause the boss baby I got,
Yes.
She
ain't no
don't
doors
know
getting locked.
boundaries because you be
I-
saying no, but then they'll laugh.
Right, exactly.
And then-
I'm glad you said it because I didn't want
This
to.
boss
The
baby.
key word
Yeah.
was teach the
boss-
boundary.
Yeah, there we go. Teach. You guys
Kyle
are in the
said
comments.
Tootie will kick down
I
Will
watched that
Craig door.
firsthand. He'll be like,
What you doing in there?
I've watched it firsthand. She'll be throwing something.
No,
He be like, stop. And she be like, bah! And then he start laughing and throwing it back.
you lock the door, bro. You look out the window. She like,
Right.
You stop. Oh.
Oh man.
You guys are in the comments tonight. We're
Oh,
so glad
man.
you guys are enjoying this conversation. It is Discussions from the Den. We are here every
Monday.
at
9 p.m.
yeah. Oh, I put a little stank on it for you at the end there. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see who's
He
in
wanted
the
a part in it.
comments. Yeah, I want the little
He
part
said, I
in
need
it.
a part in that.
It seems like you guys enjoy tonight's topic. Sorry for y'all hear the intro to the song. We got a little new music we put in there in the background for you. But Sarah
Sean
said,
Bell
go ahead.
said, Sean Bell said, every morning I have personal development, whether I'm listening to a preacher that I like or a life coach. That now
Awesome.
that I know,
That is it.
that right there,
Yeah.
I can tell you for
That is
a
it.
fact that works.
Yeah,
That
for
works.
sure.
That is
For
it.
sure.
Yeah,
For
that
sure.
works.
Jocelyn said, thanks for your safe space. We appreciate you, Jocelyn. Always hear discussions from the
We
Den.
love you.
Lakeisha, you want to read out Lakeisha? She said this was
a good discussion.
Hey, we got
Hey.
Candy. Candy is one of my mentees. She said, I take a break and do something I love.
Absolutely.
Bro, you want to read Sabrina Johnson?
Hey, Sabrina, this is a very needed conversation.
Yes.
Sarah said, nap, spring
I'm
week
with you
torture.
on that. Ain't nothing like a good
Honey?
nap.
He be like,
Nap.
you sleeping again?
Nap.
Yes, I'm taking a nap. Leave me alone.
Now I want to see how many sanctified people we got in here, because there is a space and time and a specific day that the Spirit of God rests. He resides there for naps.
I'm gonna find out right now.
It's anointed for naps.
Because
It
people should be
is.
working, so I want to see what
No,
time they
I'm
put in
telling you,
here.
And
it's
he
a
always
particular
calls me
day.
like, what you doing? I'm taking a nap.
I
Leave
want
me
to see.
alone.
I want to see what time they put in here.
What day and what span of time is the most anointed time for naps? I'm gonna tell you what it is, but I want to see if y'all put it in the comments. Let's read some more of you guys out here. We got Anika Hope City Strong in the comments.
I have a do not disturb
On
sign
my
on my
door. I
door
know
when
that's
it's
right.
up. It's me time, TV or my books.
Hey,
That's
I
right.
love that. You want to read out Jeffrey?
Cooking brings me
Listen,
joy.
Yo,
Me
listen.
too.
Jeff is when
That
I
is
say
therapy
a
for me.
master chef, he is amazing.
Cooking
Wow.
is definitely
Wow.
therapy.
Yo,
But we
he
gotta
is
have him. We
amazing.
just talked about doing a food little
A mukbang.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Yeah.
a show with some food, so we gotta have you come up here, Jeff.
Or maybe we can go down and have that show at the church.
I like that.
We can
I
do
like
it down in
that. I
Baltimore.
like that. I
That'd be
like
fun.
that.
Yeah.
Tina Duncan said no phone calls, just me, myself, and I. One thing I've been working on is getting away from my phone. I recognized the other day that
Kim,
I
you don't answer your phone anyway.
okay. We were doing so good.
Kim, you do not answer your phone.
We were doing so good.
Turn the buttons up.
If y'all can see our text messages and the way we be going ham on each other in this chat.
It's bad when you got to sing gifts to get Cam's attention.
Whatever.
Like,
You
hello.
you see how
Have
they
y'all seen
always
the
come
gifts where
back?
people like, hello?
I would always come back. I was on an important phone call, but I did respond right afterwards.
He's international.
I'm not doing any of it.
He talking to
I'm
somebody
not doing
from
any of it.
Global leader,
Look, I see it in the
Tokyo.
I'm sorry.
What?
Because they said where God resides in naps. Sundays after church.
Yo, Sunday after church.
Ikiyamatsu. I'm telling you,
That spirit
if you
of
want
rest.
God to move like never before,
And
take a
don't let it
Sunday
be
nap.
a good service.
I literally swear I died like a few Sundays and came back because the sleep was so good.
That rest
I
is
woke up like-
different.
It's
Oh my
different.
God.
That's a different type of nap.
Somebody said it's the nap for me.
Oh my God.
I'm telling y'all, Sundays. It's discussions from the den. We got 2 minutes left in this show. It went so fast.
Yeah.
It went
This
so
was a
fast.
good
When
one.
you love what you're doing, that's what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got something we're working on. I don't know. You give me the bishop look if we should share it or not.
I mean, we can talk about it. Let's talk
All
about it.
right. So we're not
You
gonna
don't
give.
sound sure.
Yeah,
Talk
he was
about it.
like,
Let's put it there.
we are. Well, I'm gonna let you do because
Yeah.
you.
She's the bishop.
So, me and Pastor Cam believe in, camaraderie and really being in corporate settings together.
Yeah.
And so we are planning a 2-day gathering.
Yeah.
In October.
Yeah.
In the state of Delaware.
Yeah.
A 2-day gathering. We're going to have, some choirs come. We're going to call some preachers together, and we're going to bring Hope City and KDT under one roof.
We're coming together. We're coming together. Even our churches are hearing that for the first time. But we're coming together. We're gonna have good church.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah, this ain't no jeans and t-shirts.
Nah,
this is
This
is sanctified.
This convocation. Get dressed. It's convocation.
So we'll have the date coming for you guys real soon. We're coming together. We're gonna make sure you get it. It's been a great show tonight. It's been a great show tonight. Last thoughts on life in the spotlight, knowing when you need a break and doing things for yourself, bro.
Listen, my biggest thing to everyone is find somebody that can hold you accountable. Stick to people that believe in you, and whatever you do, take a moment to evaluate and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Listen to your body. When it says go, you go. When it says rest, you rest. But if you're listening and you're king, you will never find a breakdown.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I say, understand when you need a moment and take that moment when you need it, and surround yourself with people who can check you every once in a while and say, hey, you're doing too much. You need to slow down, and be open to receiving it, because a lot of times people can see more outside of the box than you can inside the box.
That's facts,
They can
bro.
see when you need a break.
Absolutely.
It's Discussions from the Den. Another great show tonight. We're glad to be here with you guys. Listen, we need you to go and follow the Facebook page, like us on YouTube and Instagram, and meet us next week. 42 of you are on right now.
Yep.
And we appreciate you guys so much, and we will see you. Any projects coming up? Anything we need to share?
Listen, on this Wednesday, Bible study, 7:30 p.m. You can get on Kingdom Deliverance Tabernacle's page, and we are there at 7:30 p.m. on Facebook or on YouTube, and every Sunday 1 p.m. live from the Tabernacle, right from our Facebook page.
I'm gonna be fancy because I already had it in here because I'm in my StreamYard. But tomorrow night,
that's shady.
We got Manifest.
That's shady. That's shady.
We got Manifest. It's
That's
a new
shady.
series, The Law of Attraction. If you want to understand the prophetic dreams and how to call into reality things that you've seen, and have them actually pursue you and overtake you.
They talking about civic attire already.
Yeah. We going full convocation.
Oh, civic attire is the first night. You might as well get your stuff ready now.
Yeah. Thank you, other guy, for putting that in there. You on it. You on it. Lady T, what you got coming up?
Yeah, the last of our 7-week series of Destiny's Dialogue is tomorrow. So we will be concluding a 7-week series.
That has been a dope session.
Wow.
That's been
with
a dope
my
session.
good friend. So I'm excited. So tomorrow, same place, same time, Instagram Live, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find us on my page, t.r.sudden. That's SEDDEN. We'll be concluding with a banger, another conversation of Destiny's Dialogue, conversations on building, branding, and becoming.
Oh yeah, that's Elder Sheridan. Elder Sheridan, we got you. We got you. Elder Sheridan, he works behind the scenes. We can probably get him to help us with some stuff.
Oh no, he's really dope.
He's really dope. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's solid.
I love that dude.
Major
I miss that dude. I love him.
If you're a KDT member or Hope City member, drop that tag in there. Hope City Strong. Y'all put in there. I see something they always put in there at the end of the show. Is it the address to your church? What's the address?
1700 strong.
Yeah,
1700 strong.
1700 strong. If you're a Hope City member,
put it in there.
Put in there. Shout out to Shireen Tate Digital Media.
Take digital.
Always holding us down. We ran over a little bit tonight, but this was a good show.
They love it. They ain't going nowhere. They still here.
They right here.
They still here.
Look, I'm telling you, we're gonna do it real big. We got a live show that's coming on. Hey, I see him coming in. Hope City Strong. We got a live show we're planning for. I think it's gonna be like August, right?
August. Yep.
August. We're gonna do a live show. DJ. We're gonna have performances. Here y'all go. Here we go. 1700
strong.
1700.
Yeah. There they go.
Hey, I see
there
y'all.
they go.
That's how you do it.
There they go.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it.
KDT, love you, baby.
Strong. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's run them. 1700 Hope City.
There was no chaser for me.
We in there. We love y'all. It's another show. We'll see you next week right here at
Monday,
9 p.m.
Until next time, y'all be good. Have a blessed week.